There's all sorts of things. I mean, like that, just loose. There's a full of these things. God knows why they're there. There's just stuff everywhere. Welcome back to episode 113. So, in last week's video, you saw me do the, I don't want to call it a tutorial, but show me how I made my armrest supports out of a 1.5mm thick bit of aluminium. They've worked out really well. I haven't tried them on the car yet because I can't get these doors open with this still parked here. So when I get a chance, when it stops raining, I'm going to get that car out, the 911 out, and we'll have the doors open and we'll put the door cards back on temporarily just so I can screw on those armrests and check they fit. I'm pretty sure they will. One of them I haven't even drilled the holes that mount it because I want to get it all lined up first. In this week's video, there's a few things I want to try and do. I've got the spraying stuff all out from spraying the leather, so I'm going to do a little bit more of that. So I'm going to try and get the central console out. I've been trying sort of on and off for a couple of weeks. It's got a bit jammed in there, so I'm going to hopefully try and get that out. I've got those new seats I want to try and have a look at. There's some other bits I want to spray up. It's going to be a bit of everything this week, probably. Anyway, as I keep saying, you know, there's 112 videos behind this one. Go back and watch some of those. Click the like button. That really helps me, the like button. Comment, subscribe obviously. I want to try and push it up to 3,000. It's a long way to go, so I need you all to click it and basically just keep watching. So let's dive in this week and see what I get up to. I've been I'm going to use the word gently, but I think that's probably the wrong term, very gently trying to get this central console out. I've got everything undone, which interestingly not a lot of it was done up, but I have it mostly undone now. And what I'm looking at is the HVAC system here. Now on the back end of it, there are a lot of vacuum pipes that I don't want to undo and end up getting all tangled. So what I'm going to try and do is take this system out and leave it there. So just basically leave it all connected up, but take it away from the this console. So I've managed to pop off the, I think they call it the H surround or something like that. I've heard terms brandished around. There's this thing I'm sort of pulling forwards. I'm trying to undo that now. Trying to pull it out the way and undo the screws beneath that holds that HVAC system in. I think I'm almost there. And when I get the console away from the car, I can sort of take this thing out properly. I just don't want to do it now and break it in situ. Again, taking things out, I get really good example of the beautiful tan colour this car was once before someone got carried away with the black spray. Which is a real shame, but it's kind of what it is, isn't it? Oh, they're quite tight, but they are coming undone at least. Somewhere along the line, my car had water ingress. I think it's from the front screen, which probably why it's got no surround or like rubbers holding it in. But water came inside the car and there's a lot of rust around the area. This is the warning light coming out, as you can see. Get that last screw out of the way. Is that it? That's a bit of a non-functioning screw, I think. It just seems to be turning on me. I don't know. I'll have to try and get to that in a minute. This thing, though, is virtually out, I think. That top screw needs a couple more turns, perhaps. Yeah, we're almost there. Buttons out. It's the oops. Oh, okay. That's that broken anyway. Saves worrying about that. Alright, so the only thing holding it in place now is the cable that comes up and opens and shuts this top vent. This one up here. It's like a cable, one of these probably slides up, backs and forwards. So I'm going to just look at if I can get away with not undoing it. It might be that I just have to, in which case I will undo it. Well, I'm almost there. I'm still fighting the HVAC, and I'm trying to convince it to come out like this, and it's almost out. Just a little bit more and I'll be there. It's very, very close. I can see two vacuum hoses have already popped off. Oh, there we go, right. Good. So I don't know, but I think this is actually pretty much free to come away now. And I don't actually know why it isn't. It's off the gear stick. What's holding you now? I wonder. Something magical underneath. Hello. Nope. We are out. Perfect. What a mess. What an assortment of rubbish. Oh, something fell off, ran away. That was. If you saw that, let me know what it was. This is great to get under here. Look at this. Rust that's just dropping off. It's really had a. Look at that. Fantastic. You can see what a rough life this has had under here. Not pretty. I think I'll maybe getting the old welder out on that. A couple of the HVACs undone, but the unit's intact still. What I need to do obviously is repair that. I can probably just super glue the tab back on there. Bit of old leather. Let's see. Original colour, presume on. Oh, it's that side. Sorry, that's the old tan. That is on the back side of this. You can see the old colour still. Let's move the light away. You can see beautiful tan colour. Great to get this open and see what's what inside there. We can start restoring everything in here. Actually, it took me quite a bit of time to wrestle this out of the car. I think I gave you a couple of clips of it. Generally, it's not in bad order. There's a few sort of bits and bobs which need addressing. If I can find there it is. Where the 4 switches go on my one, it's only got the windows. It doesn't have a sunroof, and the rear wiper is up on the pod up here somewhere. So someone's butchered this to put an alarm system. There's like a little black cap goes in there. I've put it in a box somewhere. Just to tidy it up, I'm going to hack off these bits that they're broken. It should be as easy as this. Right, so I'll just tidy that up a little bit. This is all fine. I don't think I've got my thing here that broke while I was playing around with it, which is the warning light. So I need to take that out of there. Just quickly have it out while we're talking. And then other than that, I think it's just spinning actually. I'll do that in a second. Other than that, it just needs a good clean up. I'll wipe it down with the leather prep, spray it, cover it in the fixer, whatever you call it, and that'll be all okay, but it needs a really good clean first. I've got a replacement, the bit here that says what gear you're in, whatever selector thing. I've got a replacement one of those, so that's cool. Although I've got a feeling my one, it might be the wrong one I bought, so let's have a look at that. I bought it just after I bought the car. It was like 20 quid or something, so it was really cheap. If not, that'll be going back on eBay. Other than that, I think we're okay. Now the problem bit I've got is this. This has been butchered. I mean, it's been well and truly butchered, isn't it? It's been butchered to get a bigger stereo in. Now my choices are, I've got a replacement stereo that was kindly sent to me by Andy. My choices are either to put that in or to go back to an original, I can't remember if it's called DIN or non-DIN, I can't remember the terminology, but the smaller one, and put something to hide the butchering. Now presumably I can buy a housing that converts from the modern day stereo to the old stereo, which probably would fit in this gap. It must do. Or I can try and get a replacement one of these, which are, I think they're pretty pricey. It's really sad what someone's done to that, isn't it? But it is what it is. I don't think my chances of repairing this one or sort of building the missing bits is pretty high, so I'm not going to try and do that. I think that's pointless. But yeah, so I'm going to be on the lookout for one of those. If you've got one of those in your garage, let me know. All the other bits, and that's the gear selector. Now I think the one I've bought has actually got, doesn't say 1, I think it says 2 and 3, which means that it's from the, probably an S4, isn't it, a 4-speed auto. So I need one of these really, or to restore this one, which might be nice since it's original. It's broken here, you can see, which is the bit that holds it into the gear selector, or the actual stick. So I'd need to resolve that. But other than that, it's quite nice. I like using the original stuff because I know it's real. So maybe I'll restore that. I can repaint in those numbers. And all the other bits look okay. I won't show you all of the stages of spraying this. This is really just so you know that I've been doing it. I'm actually not going to mask and tape up any of the black plastic because it doesn't matter if it's black. In fact, it'll probably make it look tidier, especially around this area. I've cleaned out what I can, but it is what it is, kind of thing. I've rubbed it down with black with a cloth just to get the dye sort of going into the leather. Now we're going to spray it up, just checking that we've got some pressure. So yeah, let's just go for it. It should be pretty straightforward. I'm not thinking it's going to take too long. I'll get it spraying nicely. Right. And hopefully it'll look pretty good. So there's hardly a blemish on this one. There's a couple of maybe tiny fingernail nicks here and there, but it's really good. I mean, it looks like new to me. I actually really like the amount of sheen as well. They call it automotive, and I would say that. I would pretty much agree. One of the other many jobs I've got lined up is washing these, so cleaning these up. So I just had a quick crack at the other one. It comes up pretty decent. So I'm going to do the same again on this one. Basically I'm using a Vax carpet cleaner. I'm just going to hand scrub it with a bit of the solution. Mixed quite strong, I think. This is about 10 parts water, 1 part Vax cleaner. And it seems to get all the marks off, which is really cool. So we'll do it by hand and then we'll use the machine. Now the machine is off the chart loud. I can tell you, my ears are still ringing. So you aren't going to hear a lot of that. So just appreciate how loud it is. So a quick scrub and then we'll suck it off, so to speak. Right, let's switch it on. Ready? Right, that's basically it. I don't know if that looks any cleaner to you guys, but it certainly does to me. There's a lot of marks that came out, and the white is pretty white now. It depends obviously on the nap of the material. But you see as I rotate, that's absolutely black and white, obviously up here, grey and black. So really cool. So that's another one done. I'm going to put that out to dry, and then we're going to have a look at doing the seats. So still scrubbing away at this just to get it that little bit cleaner. I think after my first attempt I realised I probably didn't use enough liquid. on back. Right, I think that's pretty good. It's probably hard for you to tell, but it depends on the nap of the material. But that looks pretty clean to me. Right, ever keen, let's try clean up one of the seats. Let's see what it comes up like. It's pretty grubby, so I'm hoping for some notes for improvements. In fact, let's clean down just one side. Straight down this side. So that's it after probably 10 minutes I've cleaned this section really. I did do this bit a little bit, but it's not really done anything yet. I can see that I really have to get in, sort of really scrub it good. I think it's quite clear the difference between here and here. It's not just the light, this is all yellowy, brown, and this is a lot brighter. Not looking bad at all. This is the passenger seat, which is pretty good apart from one little tiny little tear there, which I'm 100% sure we'll be able to get that fixed. Other than that, the actual seat is really good. Let's give you a very sort of brief look over. A little bit of leather stuff there, but as you know, I'm a professional leather sprayer now. Although I would actually leave that because I like this. I like it to a good bit aged. Everywhere else is really good though. Little tiny dent there, but nothing major. Coming back to this now the next day, it's quite clear the difference. It really is actually doing something, isn't it? So let's crack on with the other side. Right, so I think the base now is looking pretty clean. Let's have a go at the back. The back's faded a bit more than the base. The back's sort of gone a bit, the black has gone green. Which is fine, gives it a bit more of that vintage look, which I quite like. But the base I think is going to come up really, really well. That's the seats are, or first seat after its first clean. It's come up pretty good. There's a few bits I could work on, a little bit brown, sort of dirty here. But generally, that's really good. Not unhappy with that. I'll keep playing with it. Obviously we know about that. But yeah, coming up pretty good I think. You can get a good look at the leather there as well, which is pretty good state I think. Right, I'm going in for wash number 2 on the seats now. Wash number 1 went pretty good. Got rid of the main dirt, the sort of visible stuff, but it's all down on the inside gaps. And I really want to sort of, I don't know the right term, hose it down a bit more and get a lot of liquid on there to suck all the water out. I think looking at the sort of the water that comes out of the machine, it's black almost. So clearly there's a lot of dirt still inside this cloth. But let's just get on with it. It's a loud job, so I've got my ear defenders, well, set of headphones. You can watch on fast forward. Right, I'm going to leave it there this week. So we've got this seat coming up really nice. I'll probably do one more rinse through on it just to really, get it clean. Central console's laying on it so precariously. It's been sprayed over, I did 2 coats on it. It's laying on its side because I've just filled those holes, the mobile phone holes. I want to see if I can get those filled and covered and whatnot. It's tricky because I don't want to over sand it and take away the texture of the leather there. So I'll see what happens. Worst case, they're just going to be filled and sort of flatted down. I'll spray over it one more time and then do the lacquer and everything. I'll probably give it a shot in the next video just so you see how that came out. So not bad progress really. Really pleased. The glove box looks amazing. Seats coming up well. Central console coming up well. Pushing on quite nicely. As ever, thank you for watching. Click the like, subscribe, leave me some comments. See you next week.